for a while in the I'm doing something which is better than nothing bracket. I want to push out of that. I have goals and intentions that I wanted to achieve this year, and to do that I know I need to make progress. So we will see. I will keep you posted. But with regards to my mindset, I'm in a really positive place. I'm saying yes to things because I know I have to. And not because somebody else is telling me I have to, because I'm telling me I have to. I'm telling myself that if you don't say yes to this now, if you don't do this now, if you don't make these changes, what if it's not there in 6 months' time, but you need it, right? What if in 6 months' time you actually need those opportunities and they're not there? Say yes now. My mindset is in a great place when it comes to how I eat and how I move. I'm not stressing about it. My cravings kind of threw me off, I'll admit. I was kind of like, where is this cravings coming from? All I want to eat is chocolate. And I did have some chocolate, but I didn't feel guilty about it. I still was sitting there eating the chocolate thinking, where are these cravings coming from? But I knew that if I didn't indulge in the craving, right, and I don't mean indulge as in go crazy, but I knew that if I didn't go and have and honor that craving, I knew that it was going to kick my ass the next day twice as hard. And if I felt like I'd been deprived, then I would end up consuming probably 3 times as much. And I don't want to do that. So the cravings seem to be dissipating now. I'm kind of in a better place. So my mindset has still been really positive. I also feel like I'm in a really great place with my body. You know, because I'm talking about how I felt for the last kind of few weeks. Saying yes to this job role, if I'd done it 12 months ago, I would have said yes. Well, I wouldn't have been able to say yes because I wouldn't have been able to take it on. But with my mindset back then, 12 or 18 months ago, I would have been really concerned about what people think of me. So how I'm dressed, how I speak, how I look, all that kind of stuff. That stuff that we kind of feel most of the time anyway, that would have been exaggerated. That was the word. It would have been exaggerated. I would have been worrying about whether people think I'm too much. Am I, you know, do I come across too American? Because whilst I know that to those of you who are American watching this, I sound very English. To the English people that I know, I do not sound English. And so I would be aware of the fact that I might sound too American. I might be too much. My slogan vests would be too in their face, or, you know, the way I train, or I don't look like a coach. I don't look like your average coach, and I'm not this certain size. All these things would have been playing on my mind. Now, I'm still very aware of that. I'm still aware of the fact that that's reality, right? That's reality. I can't please everyone, but I also don't intend to please everyone. And the difference is 12 to 18 months ago, I would have been trying to fit in to someone else's ideal. My mindset now is I'm who I am, and who I am makes me a good coach. And that's my mindset. That's how I feel. I don't have time or energy to be someone else. I spent way too much of my life as a teenager and in my early 20s trying to lose weight and eat a certain way and create a certain body that was unrealistic. I live in the world where my body and how I eat and everything else is realistic. Well, it's realistic because it's what it is. I can't do anything about it in this moment, right? As in, I cannot overhaul my entire life. And I'm not going to, because I've tried that and it doesn't work. So I'm very much aware of the fact that I cannot please everyone, and that's okay. I'm going to show up as me. And I have shown up as me. I'm aware of the fact that I kind of caught myself a few times just going to the gym to do my own workout, or going to the gym to practice a class with my mum, and getting ready for the gym. It's way more exciting than it used to be. I don't know, it's strange, but going to the gym is more exciting than it was. I feel like I have this place where I can be and where I can teach and I can record, and I feel like I guess, and I'm just thinking about this now, I guess up until 3 weeks ago, or in the last couple of weeks, the gym still felt like it was somewhere where I shouldn't be, right? And I don't mean that in a negative way, but whilst I train and I work out from a gym, and I've loved that gym for as long as I've been there, I guess I always knew that I was different to everyone else in that gym. I mean, I'm not saying I know everyone else in that gym, but I felt different. I felt like I could, Not that I couldn't be myself, but I don't know. This is interesting. That something has changed with me, and I guess it's this feeling of comfort, which is weird because I feel totally out of my comfort zone, but it also feels comfortable. I guess it's that showing up and knowing that I work there. And it's like, I don't know. Strange. I need to think about that. But anyway, so that has kind of changed, and I feel like my mindset is in a place of, you either accept me for who I am or don't, but I'm not going to change because I'm not hurting anybody, right? I'm not hurting anybody by being who I am. If I'm not who I am, then I'm hurting myself, and I'm hurting others because I am creating this false pretense of who I would be. I'm not that person. So, you know, I do talk with the Americanisms, and I do say gas instead of petrol and sidewalk instead of pavement, and those are things that make me who I am, right? Those are things that make me who I am, and that's fine. I wear slogan tees. I love country music. I love music generally, and I drink protein shakes, and I eat protein bars, and I lift weights, and I do that stuff, and all that stuff makes who I am right now, right? I'm not saying in 5-10 years time, or even 6 months time, all that stuff will be exactly who I am, but it's what makes me who I am right now. And I feel like I'm in a really, my mindset is in this place of positivity and self-worth, and I'm not going to pretend to be anybody that I'm not. And I feel like that's a huge shift from where I would have been 12 to 18 months ago, because 12 to 18 months ago, I would have been scared to show up authentically as myself. I would not have been willing to stand up for myself and say, no, I'm not going to do this. I would not have been willing to, I mean, I've probably driven Nathan mad. Nathan's the owner, and I've probably driven him mad with questions and emails and constantly asking, because I'm not going to half-ass something. I refuse, and I told that to him. And I won't do something in halves. I want to do it properly, because I feel like not only does he deserve that, but the clients deserve that, and I deserve that. I deserve to know exactly what I'm doing, and, you know, I want to do things on my terms. And I feel like if I had been put in this position 12 to 18 months ago, I would have been desperate. I'm not desperate now. I don't need to do these 10 hours. I want to do these 10 hours. And I think that's also key, is that every other time in my life where I have taken on a job, I have wanted the job because I've been so desperate to leave the last job, because I've always disliked my employment, because being employed has always meant 9 till 5 and working with people that aren't like-minded, and I've always felt like there was something missing. And I guess now, because my 9 till 5 or my full-time job is what I love to do, and I get to do that still, like this doesn't impact it. I guess that's where my mindset shift has really, and so I gave mindset an 8. That was the point of this. I gave mindset an 8, and I kind of went off there. So yeah, mindset is the highest for me right now. Movement is the lowest. I've explained apparently in very vast detail why. So I encourage, I'm sorry guys, this video was very rambly, but hopefully it was very passionate. I feel like I was very passionate, and I'm getting really... So I encourage you guys to do this. Ladies, take a piece of paper, a napkin, a back of a receipt, a post-it, whatever. The 4 M's: meals, mindset, movement, and mood, right? We're adding in mood. We could do 3, but that would have been a really complicated shape. So we'll add mood in, because I think mood is very important for this process. So add the mood in between 1 and 10. 1 being, I do not feel like I have any control over this. I don't feel like I'm doing this well. I don't really know how to start. I'm not doing this at all. I'm very inconsistent, right? Those kind of things. So more of the, I don't want to say negative, but you don't feel like it's not where you want it to be, right? 10 being, I'm set, I'm consistent, I'm motivated to do this, I know exactly what I'm doing, I am doing it as well, because knowing what you're doing doesn't mean you're doing it. So knowing how to do it and taking the action, and go through and label them 1 to 10. And as I said,